Guys, so before going to sleep tonight, I wanted to quickly share my opinion on a certain Shrek spoof film that I have been watching some of lately, and it's also one that I believe was before getting it mixed with a certain other Shrek spoof film in Spanish, and that is Davy Shrek, Rascals and Mystics style by Davy Crossover Producers. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce that name. But yeah, after seeing some of this guy's Shrek spoof film from last year, I gotta say, I really like it simply because the so-called Davy character, the Shrek, is Lucario from Pokemon. And I'll tell you guys this once again, I'm not a Pokemon fan, but I am a Lucario fan. So of course, I think Lucario is a really good choice for Shrek, and I'd say that's much better than like probably any other Pokemon casting choice that I've seen from these spoof casts. Like for example, Ash and Misty being the human versions of Shrek and Fiona. So yeah, Lucario as Shrek is great, and there's certain other casting choices that I really like in the Shrek spoof film as well, like Woody from Toy Story, Lloyd from Ninjago, and Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, all being Donkey. Especially Woody, since obviously I'm a huge Toy Story fan. However, I also think that I can agree that he would be more fitting for someone like Shrek or King Harold. But I still think it's a funny idea to have a Woody piss off Lucario. And even though the Shrek franchise still already has a packed cast, I still to this day think it's a really good idea to have extra casting choices, like in spoofs in general. Especially since they can lead to some like cool, unique ideas, like with dialogue. And another unique idea that I really like he did in this spoof, even though it doesn't have much to do with the extra casting choices, was done with another one of my favorite casting choices from the spoof, Bowser from Mario as Farquaad. And that is like have Lucario get into like a bit of an epic fight with Bowser as a substitute as him getting eaten, because obviously he's too big to be eaten by any of the three characters that were playing Dragon. I was just experiencing that scene earlier tonight and I thought that was pretty cool. And of course, from a guy who's a huge Dragon Ball fan, I guess it should be expected from me to cover his casting choice of Frost from Dragon Ball Super being Robin Hood. And while I do think it's pretty good, I wouldn't really say it holds a candle to at least some of the other casting choices I'd already brought up in this video. And I also think that characters who were introduced earlier in Dragon Ball, like Zarbon or Captain Ginyu, would be more fitting for Robin Hood. But still, I like Frost as Robin Hood enough, though. So yeah, overall, I really like Davy Shrek. It might not be my favorite Shrek spoof, but I think it's pretty cool. And like if I were to put this on like, I guess you could say a Shrek spoof film tier list or something, I would put it at the A tier. And so far from what I've seen of it, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Find it much more enjoyable to watch than that Pokemon Lucario movie I was watching months ago. If you guys want to see the Shrek Spoof project, there's a link to it in the description below. And of course, the user who made this project will also have their channel in the description too. And yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what Lucario 2 would be like, especially to see who Lucario will turn into from drinking the potion. But in the meantime, yeah, don't got much more to say, so have a good night, everybody.